Have you ever wondered whether true mastery comes from the power of logic or the strength of wisdom? Is life shaped by the pursuit of knowledge and understanding, or by the cultivation of virtue and reasoned judgment? Imagine a meeting of minds. Science against Stoicism, intellect versus ethical mastery. A battle not of equations or decrees, but principles that guide life itself. Stay until the end, subscribe now, and witness the debate. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor teaching virtue and inner clarity, versus Albert Einstein, the genius whose logic and insight changed how we understand the universe.
Life, at its core, is not governed solely by equations or the cleverness of the mind. Albert, your intellect and discoveries are extraordinary, revealing the hidden workings of the universe. Yet knowledge alone cannot guide a life well lived. True mastery comes from the cultivation of virtue, the disciplined practice of reason, and the ability to govern one's own desires and impulses. Wisdom, not logic alone, determines whether understanding leads to fulfillment or folly. The Stoic path teaches that the only realm truly within our control is our own mind. External events, fortune, fame, accolades, are indifferent. The measure of greatness lies in judgment, in moral integrity, and in acting in accordance with reason and virtue. Knowledge, when divorced from ethical reflection, risks arrogance or misuse. A brilliant mind without self-discipline is like a ship without a rudder, capable of motion, but vulnerable to storms. Even the most profound insights into the natural world cannot replace the serenity achieved through self-mastery. Courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom are cultivated consistently, guiding every action and decision. The Stoic does not avoid challenges, but neither does he surrender to impulse or passion. Serenity is the shield that preserves clarity even when chaos surrounds us. Through inner discipline, one remains unshaken by fortune's whims and resilient against life's hardships. Albert, the universe you explore is vast, complex, and awe-inspiring. Yet the laws of the cosmos are mirrored in the laws of the mind. Understanding the world is valuable, but the stewardship of one's character is essential. Knowledge is transient, virtue endures. The mind that governs itself attains freedom, purpose, and tranquility in a way no scientific discovery alone can achieve. So, as you probe the mysteries of relativity, time, and space, remember that the greatest exploration lies within, the mastery of desire, fear, and impulse. True wisdom integrates understanding with ethical action, turning intellect into a tool for meaningful living. Knowledge illuminates the world, but virtue shapes the soul. Here lies the path to a life of enduring significance, a life where insight and wisdom walk hand in hand.
Marcus, I deeply respect the wisdom in your words, the calm reflection, the cultivation of virtue, and the pursuit of a life governed by reason. Discipline of the mind and character is indeed vital. Yet life is also a puzzle, a universe full of questions waiting to be understood, and logic is our tool for navigating it. Knowledge, inquiry, and the relentless pursuit of truth are not merely intellectual exercises. They are essential to human progress and understanding. Through the careful study of nature, physics, and the cosmos, we uncover principles that govern reality, from the motion of planets to the fabric of space-time itself. Logic allows us to discern patterns where chaos seems to reign, to predict outcomes, and to solve problems that impact the world. Without this clarity of thought, action risks being uninformed, and decisions, even virtuous ones, may fail to align with reality. Curiosity, guided by reason, equips us to understand, innovate, and improve life itself. You speak of virtue, discipline, and constancy, and I do not dismiss them. Indeed, moral guidance shapes how knowledge is applied. Yet to restrain inquiry for fear of misapplication is to limit the very potential of the human mind. Logic, mathematics, and scientific reasoning allow us to anticipate consequences, to test hypotheses, and to act with foresight. Knowledge without action is theoretical, just as virtue without understanding may be blind. True mastery integrates intellect with moral reflection. Even in the abstract pursuit of equations or theories, one confronts the unknown, refines judgment, and cultivates patience, qualities not unlike the Stoic virtues you advocate. Insight and curiosity challenge complacency, expand perspective, and inspire action grounded in evidence. The quest for understanding does not oppose wisdom. It complements it, providing the tools to act justly and effectively. So, Marcus, the debate is not whether virtue or logic is superior, but how they intersect. Ethical reflection ensures that knowledge is applied rightly, while logic illuminates the path where moral action must operate. The mind that seeks understanding, guided by conscience, achieves both clarity and purpose. I am Albert Einstein, and I argue that the relentless pursuit of knowledge, disciplined by reason and tempered by ethical reflection, is a path to mastery that unites logic with wisdom, curiosity with virtue, and insight with meaningful action.
Albert, your intellect is extraordinary, and the insights you reveal through logic and observation are nothing short of transformative. Yet consider this: knowledge alone does not make a life well lived. Brilliance, when untethered from virtue, can mislead, inflame pride, or serve ends that are not just. The Stoic path teaches that true mastery lies not in the mind's ability to analyze, but in the soul's ability to act rightly, remain steadfast, and govern itself with reason and moral integrity. Even the most profound understanding of the universe cannot substitute for character. External achievements, discoveries, accolades, fame, are fleeting and indifferent to the state of the soul. Courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom are cultivated through daily practice, reflection, and adherence to principle, not merely through insight. Knowledge may illuminate the world, but virtue illuminates life itself. Logic without wisdom can be like a fire without guidance. It produces light, yet may consume everything in its path. The mind that governs itself, tempered by ethical reflection, navigates fortune's whims with clarity and resilience. External truths are valuable, Albert, but they serve a higher purpose only when applied with justice, prudence, and moral discernment. You advocate relentless inquiry and the pursuit of understanding, and rightly so. Yet even in the act of discovery, reflection must guide action. The Stoic measures greatness not by the complexity of one's thoughts, but by the constancy of ethical conduct and the ability to act rightly amidst uncertainty. Insight is a tool, virtue is the foundation. Albert, I do not dismiss the power of logic or knowledge. Rather, I emphasize that the mind's capacity must be balanced with the soul's integrity. The greatest triumphs combine understanding with ethical purpose, curiosity with discipline, and brilliance with virtue. Only then does mastery become enduring and wisdom become actionable in the world.
Marcus, your counsel on virtue, discipline, and the governance of the soul is profound, and I honor it. I agree that moral integrity guides action, and that a life without ethical reflection risks error, arrogance, or harm. Yet I contend that logic, inquiry, and the pursuit of understanding are themselves instruments of virtue, extending the reach of wisdom into the external world. Knowledge allows us to discern, predict, and act in ways that amplify the good. Through scientific reasoning, we uncover patterns, establish cause and effect, and develop tools that impact society, alleviate suffering, and deepen our grasp of reality. Intelligence, when disciplined and guided by conscience, is not mere abstraction. It is the practical application of virtue on a grand scale. To understand the universe is to prepare oneself to act wisely within it. Virtue without insight risks stagnation. Wisdom without understanding risks irrelevance. The disciplined mind, trained in observation and logic, enables action that is both effective and ethically sound. Curiosity complements reflection, just as inquiry complements character. Each informs the other, ensuring that brilliance does not stray from moral purpose. Even in the pursuit of theoretical knowledge, one exercises patience, humility, and resilience, qualities that mirror the Stoic ideals you champion. The quest for truth challenges assumptions, fosters discernment, and cultivates foresight, all of which serve virtue in practical life. Knowledge is not opposed to wisdom. It equips the individual to act with justice, prudence, and clarity. Marcus, the debate is not about choosing intellect over virtue or virtue over intellect. It is about the integration of both. The mind that seeks to understand, tempered by ethical reflection, attains mastery of action and thought alike. Logic informs choice, wisdom shapes purpose. Together, they illuminate both the universe and the soul. I am Albert Einstein, and I assert that the pursuit of knowledge, guided by ethical reflection, is a path to enduring mastery. Where logic and wisdom coexist, curiosity is disciplined, and insight is transformed into meaningful, virtuous action.
Subscribe now and comment below. Who do you think won this clash of logic and wisdom? Tonight, we witness two forms of mastery collide. Albert Einstein, the genius whose reasoning and insight reshaped our understanding of the universe, versus Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor teaching calm reflection, virtue, and ethical clarity. Logic illuminates reality, but wisdom guides action. Both paths offer timeless lessons in thought and character. Reflect, learn, and decide whose approach resonates more with your own journey.